Section 3.8, solving percent problems. We looked at percent in section 3.7 and percentages relationships to both fractions and decimals and how you can go between each. You can go from a decimal to a fraction and a fraction to a percentage and a percentage back to a fraction and back and forth between the three. But percent problems, when you're out shopping or deciding to buy a product, it's very useful to be able to calculate percentage, whether it's for adding tax or taking off a discount. Sometimes it's to find a sale price, a final price with tax, or which of two deals might be better for you. So one day I was out shopping and I found this book that I think would work well for me, Rookie Teaching for Dummies. It's $7.99 and it says that it's 15% off. So now I need to figure out what is 15% of $7.99. I want to know what the discount is. How much am I actually going to be paying? Well, if you'll notice, obviously with money is in decimals, so $7.99 is a decimal. So we're going to try to take that percentage and we're going to make it into a decimal so it's a little bit easier for us to use. And in this case, obviously 15%, we can change to 15 over 100, which then can become 15 hundredths in decimal form. So we're dealing with decimal form of 15%, which is 15 hundredths. So we have $7.99 and 50 times 15 hundredths. This is going to help us to find the discount that we're getting. So first things first, we have to do our regular multiplication. 5 times 9, which is 45. And then, of course, we are carrying our 4 up to the top here. And then once the 4 has been carried up, 5 times 9 is 45. Again, plus the 4 is 49. And again, we have to carry that 4 over again to here. And then we have 7 times 5 is 35, plus that 4 is 39. So then we have to go down to our next section, and we do the same math again. We bring our 0 down because we're no longer using the ones column. 1 times 9 is 9, 1 times 9 is 9, and 1 times 7 is 7. Take both of those numbers and add them together, and you get 11985. We have to put in our decimal, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4 decimal places in our equation, so we have to have 1, 2, 3, 4 decimal places in our answer. Now, of course, we don't have money that's $1.1985, so we have to round that number up to $1.20, and now we have to take away that, we have to subtract that from our total price. So the discount of 15% is $1.20. So that means that if it was $7.99 to start, with that 15% discount, it's $1.20. When you do the subtraction, $7.99 minus $1.20 is $6. Oh, pardon me. Is $6.79. So instead of paying $7.99 with a 15% discount, that takes away $1.20, and that leaves us at $6.79. So one more time, starting from the beginning, 15% off. 15% is the same thing as 15 hundredths in a decimal. So I multiply those two numbers together. When I multiply them together, it gave me 1.1985, but rounded up into money. Obviously, the 8 is bigger than 5, so this 9 becomes a 0, and that becomes a 2, so it's $1.20. Subtracting that discount from the price, $7.99 minus $1.20 equals $6.79. Now, of course, that's taking a discount off, but then there's also adding tax onto something. We do have to pay tax on everything that we buy, whether it be our 7% provincial tax or our 5% goods and services tax. In this case, I'm looking at how much PST I would have to pay for this iPad keyboard that I want to buy. It's $54.99. So again, it's 7% PST. I need to find out how much PST is going to be added on. So again, I change that 7% into a decimal, and 7% as a decimal is 0.07, because 7% is 7 over 100, so 7 hundredths. And then I just do my multiplication as per before. 7 times 9, again, is 49, 56, 63, which means I then have to carry my 6 over to my next column of my 6. And then 7 times 9, again, is 63. And then I add that 6, and that's 69. But of course, I need to carry that 6 over to the next column again. And then 7 times 4, 7 is 14, 21, 28, plus 6 is 34. And then I carried my 3 over to the next column. And then 7 times 5 is 35, plus 3 is 38. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4 decimal places again in my answer. So I have to make sure that, or my question, so I have to make sure that my answer has 4 decimal places as well. And this one does. And then, of course, as per before, money isn't in 4 decimal places, it's in 2. So 3.8493 would be the tax. But again, I need to round it off to 2 decimal places so that it's in line with how money is. So if I look at my numbers here, I look 8, 4, and the next number, the third column, is a 9, which is higher than 5. So I have to round up. So it's 3.85 or $3.85. And if I add those two prices together, 9 and 5, 14, carry the 1, do all my regular math, and then of course with addition, I just bring my period or my decimal place down. It's being a bit funny right now. $58.84, PST included, would be the final price for my keyboard. So same idea as we said before. You get your decimal, in this case with 7%, it would be 7/100, 7 out of 100, 7%. $54.99 times 7 cents or 7% tax gave us $3.8493, but of course that doesn't make sense, so we had to round it to $3.85, and then we added those two numbers together, the cost of the board and the tax, which gave us $58.84. So that's for the most part what solving percent problems are. It's usually finding a discount of something or how much has to be added on to something else. So how much it needs to be taken away for a discount or added on for tax. So your practice question for this section for 3.8 will be what is 18% of 36? What would 18% of 36 be?